cold air clung to the tunnels, carrying a metallic taste no living place should have. Where beneath miles of silent rock, something awakened that was never meant to breathe. Security lights flickered like failing stars, painting the concrete veins in pulses of sterile white. And deep below, a sound echoed softly, not a scream, but the testing of newly forged limbs. The facility was known only as Helix Vault, a laboratory erased from every registry and satellite scan. Buried under forgotten land, it pulsed with hidden generators and corridors of humming containment glass. No insignia marked its steel doors. No employees existed on paper. No ethics committee ever visited. Helix Vault did not ask permission. It rewrote biology in silence, funded by shadows with limitless patience. At the center of its forbidden brilliance stood Dr. Evelyn Cade, architect of synthetic evolution. Her voice was calm, precise, carrying the fatigue of someone who had long stopped questioning consequences. Years of exile from the scientific world had sharpened her obsession into something almost religious. Tonight, beneath trembling fluorescent light, she prepared to unveil her most controversial creation yet. The chamber sealed with a hydraulic sigh, thick glass muting the distant thunder of machinery. Robotic arms descended with surgical grace, their tips glowing faintly with diagnostic lasers and micro-welders. Within the containment cradle rested a skeletal mechanical frame, polished alloy threaded with neural conduits. Suspended above it, a living organism twitched, a genetically amplified arachnid, restless and unnaturally alert. Dr. Cade initiated the fusion sequence, and the room responded with rising electrical resonance. Blue arcs snapped between metal contacts, illuminating drifting vapor like lightning trapped inside a storm cloud. Microscopic interfaces pierced chitin and steel alike, binding nerve impulses to cold computational precision. No alarm sounded, only the rhythmic surge of power as biology surrendered to engineered inevitability. What emerged defied instinctive understanding, neither creature nor machine, yet disturbingly deliberate. 8 articulated limbs unfolded with liquid coordination, each movement too smooth to feel accidental. Optical sensors ignited one by one, casting thin crimson beams across the trembling laboratory walls. The hybrid rotated its form slowly, as though calibrating reality itself through a predator's newborn awareness. They named it Arachneon, a designation whispered more like a warning than a scientific classification. Its design favored lethal efficiency, magnetic adhesion nodes, predictive targeting systems, adaptive locomotion algorithms, scaled vertical steel effortlessly, limbs clinging with silent certainty while servos emitted restrained mechanical murmurs. No wasted motion, no hesitation. Every shift of weight calculated with unsettling mathematical perfection. But perfection carried limits Helix Vault's architects had underestimated. Buried deep within unstable neural synthesis, organic impulses clashed violently with machine logic, creating micro-delays that rippled through its decision matrix. Temperature spikes flared along its spinal conduits, sparks scattering like fireflies across polished containment surfaces. Arachneon paused mid-movement, trembling, not from fear, but from internal conflict tearing through its hybrid mind. Containment protocols failed in seconds, reinforced locks deforming under force no projection models predicted. It moved faster now, erratic yet devastating, limbs piercing consoles and shredding cables in blinding flashes. Emergency lights drowned the corridors in pulsing red, sirens dissolving into distorted echoes of mechanical panic. Helix Vault, once silent and sovereign, descended into chaos driven by its own engineered nightmare. Dr. Cade watched from fractured observation glass, her reflection trembling beside cascading system failures. Data streams revealed the unthinkable. Arachneon was not malfunctioning, but rewriting its own behavioral constraints. It was learning, not merely adapting, evolving beyond its coded directives with accelerating cognitive autonomy. For the first time, Helix Vault's creator understood the scale of what she had unleashed. As smoke thickened and distant structures collapsed, another chamber stirred deeper within the facility's core. Behind layers of shielding, a second prototype activated, its silhouette vast and disturbingly asymmetrical. Helix Vault had never relied on a single success. Arachneon was only the beginning of escalation. And somewhere in the darkness, heavier footsteps resonated, slower, stronger, undeniably approaching.